seed is revealed by the fruit. Let me repeat my statement. I'm expecting someone to find wisdom in that statement because it has a lot of weight. The fruit reveals the seed, or rather, the seed is revealed by the fruit. Why do I say that? We can argue at the beginning, but we can never argue at the end. Does that make sense? Hapana, mwezi anza kuiona sahi. Nimeongea tu 2 minutes. It's okay, I understand. We can argue at the beginning. Does that make sense? But we will never argue at the end. I happen to be a little farmer, and once in a while I plant several things, capsicums, onions, and I would actually advise you to do the same if you can. You have a family property, it doesn't need to be yours or whatever. I've seen how, and it doesn't have to be all, but sometimes when you are going to buy a grafted simply means you find that when a tree that is expected to bear fruit, they want to get specific result, they mingle it, or they cut a portion of it and cut a portion of another one, and they tape it together so that it forms. That's what you call grafting, is when you have two different parties trying to serve the same agenda. And one of the things I've realized that at the beginning, some trees look the same. Is it true? Yes. I'm not saying all, but some trees. It's not easy to know this is a lemon tree. When they are growing in that grafting period, what do they call that? Before they are transferred to the farm, the nursery. So when you go to the nursery, has anyone ever gone there and then you say, oh, this looks like this, and then the guy tells you, no, this is actually, because at the beginning we can all look alike. Seated here is a bunch of young people, old people, I don't know, whichever age you are in. But when we came to boot camp, we all look alike. I mean, ladies look alike, having the same ideas. They all like hair, they all like makeup, they all like to smell nice. Men on the other side are men, don't like showering. Repeat clothes like 8 times before they prove to their mind that it's dirty. So there is just that nature, and among many other things. But as the tree is set on a ground, there are several grounds I will not talk about today, if only I had time and if only I was here in the evening. By the in the evening, we'll be having a State of the Nation live here, and the sijui makofi ni ya nini, but the topic is the agenda for Kenya, and that's where you separate politicians from leaders. We can all make noise, but we cannot all have a genuine agenda, because all Kenyans want to hear is agenda. So I pray that leaders will be chosen based on their agenda, not their tribe, not where they are coming from, not even their religious. I can be a Christian. So many people that are corrupt, don't they claim to be Christian? Don't they start their conversation with Bwana Yesu asifiwe? Praise Jesus. So that not even religion. You should not, me as John CW, in any assumption, I'm not saying in any assumption, never, you shouldn't ever vote for me because I'm a Christian. I think I taught this thing a while back, that comes second. I will need to explain why. Although the Christian now wants to make it look, the first thing is I'm a Christian. No, we have seen Christians take this nation into dungeons. So that religion should not be the avenue that we can use. It adds to the portfolio, but it's not the primary goal of leadership. It's not religion. It's not tribalism. It's not religion. The primary goal of choosing a leader is skill. When the brothers of Joseph came to, and I don't want to digress, came to Goshen, they met their brother. And out of the number 12 or so, Joseph only took 5 men. And it always bothers me, why 5? It is later on that you realize when they went to meet the king, what Joseph chose was not the fact that they are Jews. The king does not care your tribe. In any assumption I will be a king in Kenya, I would not care if you are a Christian. Don't assume. It wouldn't bother me. I will not give you a job based on your Christianity. I will give you work based on your work ethic, capability. Then that capability, if you do it well, the Bible says whatever you do, do it as unto the Lord. Notice as unto the Lord is after you do. But here, we want to tell people we are Christians, but what we are doing is contrary. So when Joseph took the 5 brothers, they finally met the king. They had a conversation. And if you listen to me with an open heart, with a willingness to change, you will know my words are deep. Not great, that's up to you, but deep, you will understand. And only deep calleth unto deep. Many people can't comprehend listening to me. It's very hard to listen because we try to journey our thoughts in very deep terrains. I love thinking. I don't like when people think for me. I want to think. By the time he met the leader, Joseph began his CV this way. And he said that these are my brothers. Please find the scripture when I speak about it in Genesis. As he spoke about being brothers. So not even brotherhood should matter. Well, I'm talking about what I'm teaching today, not even the fact that someone is your brother. Has anyone ever given your brother money to do something and then, or your sister, and then they decided to go and do the opposite? Yeah, so when it comes to what I'm teaching today, not even the fact that you're my sister or you're my brother will matter. And me, when it comes to greatness, I am very radical. I do not care what you think. The last time I cared, I became broke. It doesn't matter what Kenya thinks. It won't matter to me. I decided to develop a very strong mind towards what God, as long as I know God has told me, I'm not telling myself, I'm going. I don't want to know if you will follow me. And as we kept on going, I realized that Joseph started by giving this credential. He says, these are my brothers. So even being a brother, that doesn't matter to the king. They are Hebrews or what. That doesn't matter to the king, or Jews or whatever. Doesn't matter to the king. The question the king asked is what shocked me. And this is what every king should ask. Every king. It's not who helped you win an election. Give them a contract and move them far away from you. Like there are people around me now, if I would ever get to any position, I'm not having you around me. Because you don't know how to, you can't help me in that position. So make sure you are valuable. It is what you bring to the table that keeps you on the table. It is what you bring to the table that keeps you on the table. Are you understanding? You bring sex to the table, you need sex to stay on that table. You bring brains on the table, you will need brains to keep you on that table. Ideas brought you to the table, you need ideas to keep you in the table. God brought you to the table, you need God to keep you in the table. The highest level of prostitution is not the act. There's a type of sin in the Bible among them that was taken very seriously. Sorcerer, witchcraft, people that use God's laws to serve Satan's altar. They were stoned to death. A sorcerer is a person that uses legal entrance to do illegal business. For example, the spirit realm is a legal place, but they will do illegal business. They use something that belongs to God. God, you come here, you serve God, God blesses you, then you decide you're going to change and serve Satan. That is very dangerous. It kills you. And I've seen so many people dead because of that. They use God to leverage on what they want their life to become. Or they use Satan to leverage. Very dangerous. Especially young people, wanaanza kuingia into cults and whatever. When it demands. Now you can enjoy the car, the house. The day the demand of that altar comes, that's when you know. So when the conversation was asked, not this one, keep going until Pharaoh, the king, when he asked, when they took the brothers to meet him, there were only 5 out of 12. So as they kept on going, they asked, spoke to Joseph, brought them before the leader. Joseph spoke on their behalf. It didn't matter whether they are the brothers. I don't know why today you are slow. It's just very simple. What I'm saying is simple. It's just there. Now, the report of it was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, whose house? So you are not, it's not your house. So it's not your rules and it's not your laws. Are you getting it? You have to understand, in this house, how can I be relevant? This is not a place to start saying, Ramasataka. Huh? You know, there are several things going around our generation now. I'm wondering, what time do you have to enter the spirit? Huh? How does your gun sound? Likatoya, likatoya. Rekeke, rekeke, papa, papa, papa. What time did you have to enter that zone? Believers. Now, after that gun, who has it shot? Since it's a gun, what has it brought down? If a bad person comes here and I have a gun, which and the enemy comes and he keeps hearing, I have a gun, and finally he comes and he realizes I don't have it. Satan ipiga niwe. Will he not beat me? Nonsense. Now we are inviting problems and we don't have the capabilities to deal with them. And if truly you have a gun, why do we have all these problems? Young people, I'm not against it if it serves you, but we are trending more than we are changing. We are trending more than we are changing. Well, Jackie, how does your gun sound? Rekeke, rekeke, Santoria, Santoria. You think the king is interested with Santoria, Rantoria? The king doesn't care who's your God, doesn't care if you're a Christian, he does not care if you're a lady, for God's sake. Doesn't care they're the brothers of Joseph. None of that mattered. I want to see only one question that matters to any king, and it should matter to kings in Africa. It's not who helped you to win an election. It's not your girlfriends and your boyfriends, because sometimes you even have girlfriends that are foolish. They can't think. You can't ever have an intellectual conversation with them. What can you do for Kenya? And kwa nasema nataka viatu. What can you do? Nothing. You can never. Pigs sucking blood out of people. Men that can never change anything, can never have an intellectual conversation with their partners. Hamwezi kuongea anything. The man has no knowledge of anything. This is what every pharaoh, or rather every king, should focus on. He took 5 men. How many? So it means when it comes to greatness, select carefully. Not everyone deserves to be on the table with you. Shinda hapo ati ni Mkristo haki hata niibia. I learned it a long time ago. I select who should be in my future. And that's what he did. He took 5 men from among. This in the new context is separate for me. So you need to understand that based on what you want to achieve is who should go with you. Based on what you want to, let me be talking and you're not listening. Let me be talking. It's your life. Today I have the last teaching. Let me be talking and you're not attentive. It's your life. Mine, I have it figured out. I know my purpose. You still are discovering and you're not listening to what I'm teaching. Uko tu hapo. You know, sometimes when I look at your faces, I tell a lot. We endelea tu. Endelea. Keep feeling sorry for yourself. Endelea tu. Ngoje uolewe. Because that's your only way out of poverty. Wait to be married. Wait. Men, wait to be married also. Because that's your only way out of poverty also. And when I teach these things, some of you don't, even you can't pay the least thing attention. You can't pay for it. Why do you think it's called paying for attention? You are paying. You can't pay to be attentive. Marokoi. Your mind can never. You see me, if I do something, all my mind is there. I can't pray and I'm thinking about you. No, it's called double-minded. And this is one of the biggest reasons why many people don't become great. They don't know how to isolate what they want to see. They don't know how to isolate it and target the goal. They don't know. You have a hard heart. You don't know how to isolate that hard heart. You are allowing your emotions plus the hard heart. You will be dead. Now, can I ask you a question? Who here thinks if you die today, there is nowhere to bury you? Who here thinks so? Who thinks the world will stop because you are dead? You know, I see people that want to kill themselves, threaten people. You will look for me. We are not looking. We already know you are there. Why are we looking for you and that is your grave? Why are we looking for you? Who have you ever seen looking for someone in the grave? Your own mother. Anajo, why would we be looking for you? You are there. Let no man think of himself. So don't assume that your death will shake the world. Has it shaken you? Has your life shaken you? Don't assume that if you are gloomy, we are all gloomy with you. Don't assume because you are sad. Now if you enter somewhere, we should all embrace your sadness. You will embrace our joy. I don't allow toxic people in my space. The minute I realize you're toxic, na kutupangoko kwenyu. Staki mi mambo mingi. Some of us have a destiny to achieve. It takes as you have life. Now, who was part of your strength has become part of your burden. You imagine. I give you a warning. And he took 5 men from among his brothers and presented them to Pharaoh. There are people you should never allow to come close to your strength. When I was younger, way younger, I'm still very young, like before Gen Z is what? Not after Gen Z, before. Yeah, when I was a millennial, now I'm a Gen Z. Like when I was a millennial, way younger, I thought the world was like everyone is cute, right? So if I know someone, I would bring you to that presence. If I go for a meeting, I will allow you to sit in that meeting. And you listen to the things you're talking about, big things, great things, multi-million things, what opportunities, access, what. So part of the people in my team, I didn't know. What they would do, they would take the numbers of those people. And I didn't know. Sasa mimi ni mokoro. See, nataka best for everyone. And I know you, some of you have that heart. And they say, it's a divine heart. Okay. You learn. Don't worry, you learn. The good thing about life is that you learn by default. You learn even when you don't want to learn. So and then they would take the numbers. Then all of a sudden, someone would give, and all of a sudden, they are no longer giving. So I'm not the kind of guy, if you give, I follow you. I don't. You can give $1 million, you expect me to say, the Lord, no demon that is coming against you, or your dead siblings. They're already dead. They're already dead. Why do they need that prayer? May the Lord shower you. You know, brother, you are happy because you have been given something. The Lord is not anywhere there. Just say thank you. So I'm not aware. Then all of a sudden they disappear. Only for me to realize these people would call them and tell them how bad I am and how they deserve the opportunity. So resources would channel to them. It's not once in my ministry that has happened. For many years. Then I thought to myself, why is this thing happening? I realized that there are people that should never be on certain platforms. Why? Because while you are busy on the same platform seeking for resources to change people's lives, they are seeking for resources to change their. I don't know if you are getting it. So in such platforms, you have to select from 12. And don't ever use relationship, any level of relationship, to put anyone on this table that doesn't deserve. Don't ever. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Listen to me. Don't make this mistake. Be it family, be it friends, it does not matter. The people that will finally meet where your strength is coming from, make sure you select them. Didn't you see Prophet suddenly? The foolish pastor told the lady who's funding his ministry. Didn't you see? Okay. You learn. I learned that I hide my strengths. I never revealed them. Samson was only strong as far as his strength was hidden. The minute he came and said, "It is my hair." And Delilah does not necessarily have to be a gender issue. It's not necessarily female. Delilah is anyone out to cut off your strength. They are not strong and they know it, but they cannot handle the fact that someone else apart from them can be strong. They're in the ghetto. They can never handle someone else can leave the ghetto. No, let's all stay in the ghetto. And I've seen these people many times in my life. So I select, when it comes to this table, even though we are 12, only men that have matured should sit on that table. Have you understood? Now what shocked me, the Pharaoh did not ask about God, he didn't ask about religion, he didn't ask about tribe, he didn't ask about any of those things, even male or female. Pharaoh doesn't care if you are a boy or a girl, a man or a woman. Pharaoh just wants delivery. Can you deliver? And if leaders in Africa can understand this, the world will be a better place, especially Africa. Now look at the answer Pharaoh said to his brothers. Of all the things Pharaoh could have said, he knows that their God is the real God. He knows everything. What is the thing in Pharaoh's mind? The question you ask tells us the thought you are thinking. The questions you ask always tells the thoughts you are thinking. So if you are asking no question, you are not thinking. And I see some of you here, even the way you are seated. You have no question to ask. It means you are not thinking. You are just waiting for another meeting to end. Try to chase a game. Because for you, it's just PS. It's just your mind can't reason beyond some specific realms. You're still in your mother's house. Some of you, what? You can't reason. When the man came to his senses is reason. He asked, "What am I doing here?" Do you remember the prodigal son? That's what happens. What am I doing here? Is always asked by a person that is willing to reason. The same person 3 days before, he was not reasoning. So where he was is not a big issue. Where you are will be a big issue the day you reason. Why am I poor? That's the day you'll overcome poverty. The day you begin to ask those questions, why am I poor? If I take a record here of people that are asking that question, how many people will I have? Oh, I'm 15. I mean, Jesus was 12 in the temple. The Bible says asking questions. 12-year-old. He didn't just appear to be just like that. No, he was not chosen because he was only favored. No, he deserved it. He played his role until the Holy Ghost comes upon him, the Spirit of God. Several things, if I had time, I'll talk about. Then Pharaoh asked, then the Kenyan president should ask, Ugandan president should ask, Nigerian president should ask, South Africa, where? US president, UK, wherever. What should be the only question in any transformative leader's mind? If you're in this auditorium, can you read? Change this NIV. Give me another translation. Give me all translations. Ukimaliza hiyo unaweka ingine. Ukimaliza, give me translations. This is the only thing that should be, any person that wants to change the world, this should be the only question they want to ask. When it comes to change, not who is your God, not are you born again. This should be the only question. Can you read it? Then Pharaoh asked who? How many brothers were they? Did he ask Joseph or the brothers? So the people that you are presenting, make sure they can answer. Because you, at some point, you who has opened a door should not enter. Make sure the people you are presenting, because they can, imagine if these brothers spoke foolishly, who would it have gone back to? Thank you very much, Joseph. Look at NIV. What does it say? Pharaoh asked the brothers, what is your, go to another translation. Can you read there? Pharaoh said to his brothers, what is your, go to another translation. Go to as many of them if you have. And Pharaoh said unto his brethren, what is your occupation? Go to another translation if you have. I don't know how many you have. Pharaoh asked the king. You know why I wanted to change it? Because what is your occupation sounds spiritual. I occupy the realm of the spirit. Alusia, atumeketila, regedegedegedegede. How does your gun sound? Petuli magaya. The king will never care how your gun sounds. When you come before a king, it's not how does your gun sound, it's how does your brain work. Can you ask your neighbor, how does your brain work? Hata kukuuliza hiyo swali bado ni ngumu. Unaona? It's already not working. Ask your neighbor, how does your brain work? If only I was your age and listening to these things, my life will be different. If only someone told me these things when I was a bit younger. The king doesn't care any other thing. What kind of work do you do? What is on the mind of the king? Apart from Kenyans and Ugandans and Tanzanians and Africa, it's how can you support me? When you finally win an election, it's not take this job because you supported me. It's what do you know? What do you do?